Hello everyone, welcome back. I want to send you big hugs and lots of love ahead of time before I dive into this reading to see what Judge Juan Merchan's sentencing may be for Trump on November 26th. Or if it'll be held up or brought forward or what. Let's just check it out. So let me bring you over to my table. I'll be right back. Okay, so I actually decided to use the Kipper. It's so good for political and legal, especially legal issues. So the question is, how will Judge Merchan's sentencing on Donald Trump be? Or will it happen? I thought this might be a sneaky way to check into the election ahead of time. I'm doing this reading on the 4th, Monday, November 4th. So, how will it go for Trump? What will Judge Juan Merchan do as to Trump's sentencing that is scheduled on November 26th? Even though he had to remove official acts because of dang old Scrotus, how dare 6 out of the 9 of them call themselves supreme as to on any court of the land. Boy, talk about darkness there. Okay. How's it going to go? Donald John Trump. How will it go? Judge Merchan. How will it go? So if the man card comes through, of course, that's Trump. The main lady is Melania. And I am thinking that the good gent, older man, that'll be Judge Merchan. But we'll tell by the cards that land around if the people cards come through. Right there. Okay, there are meetings. This is interesting. Meetings. I think with his team. Here's the decree coming down, or the judicial process the trial has already happened. I'm going to hold off on exactly what that community card. It's usually my J6 committee card or J6 insurrection card, but that's not what this trial's about. This trial's about election. It went from civil to federal because of the proof of election subversion, election interference, I suppose you would call it. Actually. So, okay. Trying to achieve something here. Here's Trump. This is sneaking up right behind him. And he's really, really worried about his holdings, his old age. Hold on, let me bring this up a little. There we go. Old age. He is feeling very, very helpless with the concern card. In other Kipper decks, this is gloominess or gloom and doubt. He's feeling pretty pessimistic and insecure. But yeah, helpless and depressed. That's coming up behind him. Now, the house card in respect to him, of course, is his real estate holdings, his material possessions, his security, and his stability. But it's also old age. When it's a timing card, 6 months. He's hoping, I think he's probably hoping for house arrest or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Let's just see. Let's just keep going. I mean, it's interesting that the courthouse card up here is knighting to Trump and knighting to his security and stability. And I should go into this a little further. I'm sorry, before I keep going. The courthouse card or court card is my SCOTUS card, but it's also our card for the judicial process for all legal matters. Important discovery that comes through, important decision, and giving something here. This doesn't have to be money. This unexpected income, it can also be unexpected rewards. Well, what's he being rewarded for? His role, even with Eileen Cannon, his role with trying to subvert the election, his role with trying to cheat, right? Yeah, I'll go into that a little bit more, but let's get some more here. Because from this perspective right here, we can see what knights to that center card that comes through here. So courtship is really teamwork and negotiation and communication. And it knights to our lovers, which is success and loyalty. I mean, it could be a successful outcome, but like that train's already left the station. Like I think that this is the meetings, all the meetings that Trump had as to, with what's his name, David Pecker, and there were other let's see, the people right here, the gal that worked for Trump, and she knew like who were the secret people on the Rolodex cards. Like if Trump said call, X or R or whatever, she knew who that was, like code for who that was. We got to remember he's a mob boss. And he's finally getting caught. And there's this wealth of information and meetings that Judge Merchan has, based on an enormous amount of people who have come forward from the past who were, used to be loyal to Trump, but now, because of the judicial process, it's all been spilled out, right? And we know that Trump organization, Trump International Organization, is in danger. It's also a very dishonest organization. And this is our card of, like evading the matter and deception. So there's all this information about that and how they work so hard to do that, how Trump and his attorneys work so hard to do that. This doesn't have to be marriage. It could very well be partnerships and just business partnerships is how I'm going to see that, because of the occupation card, the work right there. Ooh, interesting. But yeah, that train's left the station. He is hoping he's not going to end up in a prison making license plates or working his fingers to the bone somehow. He got a little taste of his fake going to McDonald's Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Now this would be my Judge Mershon card, but I'm not going to say, well, let's just wait. Hold on. Oh boy. Okay, the four corners really do tell quite a story. So now we could say, just opening up the reading, there's a lot of sad news for Trump, disappointment, very, very painful reality where he is confronted with a crisis, and all the loyalty in the past by even, people that worked for him or whatever, it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. This card, the wealthy man, could be the stand-in card for Don Jr. and Eric. Don Jr. and Eric. But also, you know how MAGA is really like make attorneys get attorneys? There's so much here also about, I'm getting the feeling there's the J6 issue coming in too. So sentencing by November 26th looks very, very possible. Now, I don't have the imprisonment card coming through. I'd have to do a major grand tableau to see where things landed in what houses. But what I can safely say, there's at least house arrest that goes on for quite some time. Or Trump and his inner circle, they're going to try to get out of Dodge. Or he is going to try to go to a place where he has property already in a foreign land, already has a home there. Notice this line here, home here, real estate holding here, occupation, work to get the heck out of Dodge if he needs to, but he doesn't want to. And if he does, I mean, I had an expiration date for him of March 2025. We'll see if I was right about that or not. But if he does, I don't think it's going to go well for him. Our despair card is pretty much the worst card in the deck, except for imprisonment. But all of these cards here are coming up behind him that he's unaware of. I think he's pretty much unaware of how depressed and how much he has lost his mind already. And then later on, there's major stress, just being tortured with worry and stress, nightmares, hangovers, serious problems, sleepless nights, major self-destruction, self-sabotage. He's the one that has done it to himself. And yeah, he's been able to evade the matter, and he may be able to, well, you know what? I'm thinking I should use the Lennies to see about delays, but this is for what will Judge Mershon decide on the 26th. Or will he decide something? Yes, he will decide something on the 26th because we have the courthouse card here. This is the delivery of the final decree. Maybe this is also saying Trump will try to appeal it back to SCOTUS, but I don't think that he can because they've already given him immunity for official acts. And I don't think that these New York, the Supreme Court of the Supreme Court of the New York State, I think he's already gone through all the appeals he can. But he'll try to do whatever he can to evade the matter, but it's going to end like this, like, oh. Now, I don't know that he'll end up in, because I don't have the imprisonment card. Let me see how far. Gift, lady, yeah, Melania, change. Yeah, see, the imprisonment card is nowhere close. It just, yeah, it's here, but it didn't come through. So I don't know if he's going to lock his, what, up. I think it's looking to me like house arrest. And maybe some hope that that he won't get anything, but I don't think it's going to work like that. I think this is more about Trump in his, because of this and this possible house arrest, this is when he really starts to go to plan B to get out of the country. That's, that's interesting. Let's try, let me use the Lennies just for fun. Just for fun. God. I can't tell you, I can't say that any of this is fun anymore. I'm so tired. My gosh. Okay, so this one's Chero Marchetti's Gilded Reverie. And there are, I think there's 44 cards in this deck, so there's more. We'll have a little more information, but let's see. Let me just ask the same question. But I want to know, will there be delays? Will there be delays to the November 26th, or will it come through? And what will it be? What's coming down from Judge Juan Merchan towards Donald John Trump? And we all really, really have to, wonder why he didn't already do his thing before SCOTUS did the immunity bomb, dropped the immunity bomb for official acts. Which it can't be for this case because it was all done before. It was when he was running for president, the first time. So there's nothing really to take out. But how's this going to go for Trump? What is Judge Merchan going to? Will he be dropping a hammer? How's it going to go? For Donald the convict, Judge Juan Merchan on Donald John Trump. How's this going to go? Right there. Okay, something truly, truly important. I don't know why. Well, normally I would say this is Melania, but now I'm kind of wondering if Judge Merchan's wife influenced him a little bit to protect their daughter, because Trump was threatening her, which is what I was starting to say before, and then I got distracted with the shuffling process. When I start shuffling outside, my mind kind of just has to empty, but, of course, my bias comes out because I know the guy is guilty. I'm old enough to have witnessed everything, and I've been studying him since 2015, since he decided he was going to run for president. And I'm not stupid. So anybody wants to leave a comment about my bias, go right ahead. You help my channel. If you're rude and mean, I'll block you, and you can watch it later, but you won't be able to comment. So, you do you. Okay, obstacles here. Or delay, actually. Okay, so the important thing to know is everything's going to close up and come full circle for Trump. He's going down. He's sunk. It will be a very painful loss for him. And it looks like this delay has been affecting his health. If I do read this as Melania, I think she's pretty happy that something has come full circle. Oh God. Okay, so yeah. Oh, an important protection. Oh. Okay, no. So Melania is just kind of a joke in here, but I do think this is Judge Juan Merchan's daughter or his wife that said, honey, you got to protect our daughter because here's the protection here. Here's the mama bear. And would explain why the delay. Because if he were to get back in, if Trump were to get back in, the judge has got to think, this is the way, well, not all judges, because not all of them are clean and smart, but Judge Merchan, I think, was trying to see the big picture. And what if Trump got back in and he has been given, he's already been granted, immunity for official acts, which means whenever he was actually in the office. So if he gets in and there's immunity, then his daughter is in danger. So I'm thinking his wife is the one that said, you better think about our family, our entire, this is a card, the tree is ancestral roots. It's more than just the house, the health. It's more of, everyone in the home, and you can see the tree of life here. It's ancestry. But yeah, protective mama bear, these cards are knighting together. And then if we read that a different way, it could very well have to do with an important woman that works with Russia. And maybe Judge Merchan knows about this, and that was deemed by him as, like a secret enemy. The Mountain card is our card for secret enemies, but obstacles and delays as well. But I'm reading this more as a secret enemy. So, okay, but the solution is coming full circle, and it's like an anchor. It's like gravity. There's a Russian connection, and there's a network, a crime ring network here. For Trump, it's important to notice that it'll be a painful loss for him, because remember the question was, what is Judge Juan Merchan doing in regards to Donald John Trump? I mean, maybe this is like the hammer that puts the nail in the coffins, or coffin, puts the nails in the coffin. Just going by the four corners here, the roll of the dice, or the risk, or the opportunity, is for him to take action. Maybe it's 39 months Trump would get. Maybe that's what the ruling would be. But Judge Merchan is going to love being the one that just rolls it on down for Trump. Here's the action. We've had enough with your abuse kind of ruling. I'm not seeing the book as being something hidden. I'm seeing it as throwing the book at him. Okay? And that's the way he's navigating, because the dude is friggin' guilty as sin. And the reason I'm not calling the book as hidden, like, as one of the traditional unknown and hidden, it's also enough research that's gone on, and then it's also the law, the rule, the letter of the law. And Mershon has followed the letter of the law granted by SCOTUS. And in the past, he minimized what was going on so his wife, because his wife said, "Come on, you gotta remember, the guy's the guy's a thief, he's a cheater, he's toxic, and we don't want any danger to our daughter, or to the family at all." So he needed to make sure that he's safe. So here's the good news. After how long am I in? 25 minutes. Here's the good news. I think this is confirming Trump will not get back in the White House. He will lose the election. And no matter how long it goes around and around and around, and no matter how afraid Judge Juan Mershon was about Trump's deeply held resources that are toxic and mobbed up, and with hidden enemies that he couldn't even imagine or name, but we're talking Russian connections here, toxic secret Russian connections. But here's what happens is Trump doesn't get in. It's a painful loss for him, and Judge Mershon gets to navigate the level of how many there was 34 counts, so how's it going to be? It can't be 39, but it could be like 39 months hidden away somewhere. And maybe it's 27 months. Should be life, but I don't know. But this card is excellent for revealing all of the guilt. This is Trump's burden. To have the anchor up here is the goal, the wisdom and the goal for Trump's abuse, the wisdom and the goal to end Trump's abuse. Maybe it's 42 months. I honestly don't remember what the minimum and the maximum is for those 34 felony counts. But anyway, I don't see freedom here for Trump with this spread at all. I don't see freedom. I see things, that have gone on around and around and around for long enough. And now that here's a hammer here, here's a hammer here, here's a hammer here, here's the law here, here's the letter of the law and the actual decree, the written, word. And, yeah. I can't say how many months or years. Well, or if it's months, it's definitely double digits. If it's years, it could be 11. Could be, if it's years, could be 11. If it's months, 27. I don't know about that. And honestly, I don't care. Because I know the dude's not going to last long anyway. Even if it's house arrest. His health is gone. And that's a clue right here that maybe we should just remember. The important thing here is that he is emotionally, he's a lunatic. If this is Melania knows, because we can read the cards in different layers. Melania knows he's a lunatic and he's lost his mind. His emotional body is totally locked up as well, of course. But I think Judge Mershon will take great pleasure in throwing the dice that gets rid of this abuser, and and legally, by law, all done. So this doesn't look good for Trump winning the election, does it? Anyway, you guys let me know what you get. I know I have a lot of wonderful people who have taken advantage of my lessons videos on how to read even the grand tableaus, but with Kipper and Lenormand, and the tarot and astrology as well. But you guys know how to do this, and you can you can pick any one card and knight to the other cards. I've just given you the blanket meaning, but you feel free to put some more meanings in here for me, for us. Okay, guys, take good care. Bye.